Your digs ain't much to look at. At least it's roomy. What do you do for fun in this dump?
Mostly, I throw loudmouth ingrates out the airlock.
My kind of entertainment. When we gonna play around?
Keep it up, and you won't wait long.
Let me know when you find the guts, wimp. You got crummy taste and company. Bad enough with that skinny broad and the little twerp trying to walk tall. But I don't get how that squeaking thing in the bellyaching dandy ain't become target practice yet. How'd a hard case like you get tangled up with such a bunch of dainties?
It'd be a mistake to underestimate any of my crew.
Yeah? I ain't buying it. None of your tag-alongs would have lasted 2 minutes with any of my crowd.
So you've said. Was there something else?
You want to run with losers? Ain't my problem. I've been thinking running with you ain't so bad. More downtime than I'd like, but at least it ain't like being in the can. Too much time between killings on the inside.
Working with me is slightly better than prison. Gee, thanks.
Spend half my time cooped up in that can of yours. Ain't much different. Besides, prison ain't so bad. Best place to meet the real scum of the universe. Get connected. Lockup took me from the streets to the major leagues.
So who'd you meet on the inside?
Shared a cell with a Hut cartel gangster once. Helped him bust out. Got introduced to the family. Had a couple good years being an enforcer, before those slimy two-faced slugs tried to bump me off. Hadn't noticed how much that time in the cooler cramped my style. Got me rusty.
You're keeping up.
Can still take half the chumps you deal with one hand. Ain't my point. I'm just saying, all this running around busting heads is whetting my appetite, and I'm itching to do some real damage. Never did get my hands on that stinking hut that tried to have me bumped off. Been thinking, I'm overdue.
Who are you planning to pay a visit?
Some slimy hut underboss? A nobody. Don't really remember him. Gotta think about it. All you need to know is, once I find the dirty backstabber, I'm paying him a visit. This is where I get off, runt.
Where are you running off to all of a sudden?
Found me that slimy hut I was talking about. He's been getting fat and happy all these years after crossing me. Time he gets what's coming to him.
I don't mind tagging along if you need another blaster.
He owes me a lot of bad blood. I plan on taking my time to bleed him. You ain't gonna rush me this time. Try not getting killed. Gonna want something to do when I get back.
You're back.
Ain't like a bunch of hut flunkies was gonna give me trouble. Would have been back sooner, but the slug and I had a lot of catching up to do.
I take it you had a good time.
Made him wish he'd traded all these years for quick death. This is the way to do it. Doing what we want when we want. Ain't nobody gonna say otherwise. Kinda glad I ain't killed you yet.
You mean you're glad you haven't tried?
I'll get around to it. Figure I ain't going back to organized crime, now that I got free run of the galaxy. But that don't mean I ain't got pull. Long as I'm running with you, you black son.
I'm not looking for any new obligations.
Quit whining. You ain't gonna get bossed around. All I'm saying is you and yours need something. Black Sun's got your back. Now quit making a fuss before I change my mind.